back with more Medieval Dynasty, and we've cleaned up a little bit of space in the town. So the tavern is gone, the smithy is gone, my sewer is gone, or sewer is gone, or tailor, and we are going to remove the storages because we're gonna move them somewhere else. So we have a lot of room, and we are getting to the point where we nearly have the 5,000 reputation. We're trying to get that done today as well, so that we can become a town and build up to 30 buildings. So our housing, I think, will continue the trend down here, alongside the paths. New buildings, this one looks good enough, but new houses, we might make a little path up there. We'll see. We have a look. I mean, these type of things here will be in the way because they're actually for mining stone, but we work around it. Especially down here, we have some more room. Then we have our hen house, and we have our fishing hood. The fishing hood, I was thinking that maybe from the fishing hood, we could start making all the stuff with animals down here, like the pigsty, the hen house, everything to do with that down here, and then we can use this space here for more housing when we become a bigger town, which would be very interesting. And a lot of people don't have to work, they can just exist and live here and be villagers, and then when we need them, we have them. Otherwise, we just hire workers to be villagers to give us a little bit of life in the town. And the centerpiece of the town will still be, I think, our industrial section, kind of, where we have the smithy, the tailor, the, what other buildings are there actually? I don't think there's many other buildings beside the smithy and the tailor and the storages. So, but we are going to remove the storage potentially up here, which is the small storage, because we don't need it anymore now that the mine kind of looks after itself. We might have to go up to the mine every now and then to repair it, but that's about it. So, and then we're going to have to build storages in strategic places for when we have to do quests. And that's pretty much it, or when we just feel like we want to empty our bags or something. It's a big job. It's not going to happen all today, but that's the plan. So we're probably going to do a little bit of work in every episode. And first things first, let's have a look and see what's going on in Borovo. Just while we're walking over to Borovo, we started actually a separate stream world last night, and the stream was a lot of fun. If you guys want to see Medieval Dynasty streamed, just head over to twitch.tv/gamesforkickz and turn on notifications. And also in Discord, join my Discord. There you get notifications as well. If you need the link to Discord, it's in my About page on YouTube, but it's also on my Twitter profile. Just Games for Kickz is the Twitter profile, so you can check it out there as well, the link to the Discord. And basically, starting a new world on stream was actually very educational because we could see all the patches at works right from the start. And one of the things we noticed straight away was the worker levels. The worker levels were actually as high as this or slightly higher, because once the patch came in, I think it was 0.4 or 0.3, I'm not 100% sure, they changed how workers progress and level up. So I think they made it easier for workers to level up while they work for you. And the counterbalance was to not make them as strong at the beginning. However, as the years roll on, the workers will become stronger, from what I was told, which means we are actually right now, because of the patch, in year 1 of the workers. That's the way I understand it, even though we are going into year 6. And that's why our worker stats are so crap. So what we're going to do is we're going to hire crappy workers, and then, as I said earlier, we replace them slowly with better workers as we find them as the years go on. So when you start from scratch, by the time you reach year 5, which we have here, you would have way stronger workers available to you as we have right now, of course. So anyway, it's a lot of fun to see actually all the patches at work as well from the beginning. It's nice to see how much Dynasty rep you get actually, and how less of a grind it is now when you start from scratch again, which is really nice. But for the YouTube series, we're not going to start from scratch because that's nonsense. Otherwise, we would have no progression really going on. So let's talk to the guys here. Quick save. Let's check it out. Old rags. Yeah, that's actually no problem. Also, remember, don't save and reload. And we get straw hat hoods. We can sell them. That's great. It's free money, flax and leather. I have all that actually in my storage, which is just across the water. And there's one more quest here somewhere. You need to feed your family. That's absolutely fine. What do you need? Mouths to feed. No problem. So that's 35 Dynasty reps, and berries we have and meat we have. So I'm just gonna head over to my storage where I have all these things. Thank you very much for reminding me to have berries in my storage, even though they start probably dying by the time next summer rolls around, but that's okay. Hey Ida, thank you very much for the 20 reputation. Milena, relax, I got everything as promised. 15 reputation, and we got a hat, a hood, and oh nice. Little Oleg here wanted a stone axe, that was easy. Luckily I had one on me, and that is 30 quick reputation, nice. Oh, look at that, there's a broken wagon. I have only seen that wagon over here by the lake, but I didn't know there was another wagon right here. Is there any loot in this one as well? Okay, we can't pick up the planks. There's nothing in here to pick up. But yeah, another broken down wagon. Interesting. I love these little things like in the world, like, you know, it makes it look like way more alive. You know, something happened, somebody broke down. There should be some goods on the ground like that you can find, or maybe a dead body that you can search for money. I don't know. Something very gruesome and medieval. Hello, good sir. I got the recurve bow for you. There we go. Thank you very much. All right, so let's start with food storage, because our food storage is very, very low. And we need more of it anyway. So I want to destroy the one I have over there, so we need to build 2 new ones. Now, I want to use, obviously, the farms as path. We can't build them right beside each other. It just doesn't work. So we leave, like, a little gap between them. And I like the 3 white paths, simply because, well, this is 2. Hang on a second. How wide is that? That was 3. So if we go with 3... and then bring it here, this could be one of the main paths. Oh, actually, no, we're gonna go with double. Maybe double is better. I usually don't like even numbers, but I think it looks nice from the width. And if we bring this all the way across here, this path, we can build our food storages on that side of it, beside each other, meaning we get a little bit of more space from away from this. And let's make it as wide as possible. 16 is the max. So, excellent. Now we're just gonna have to get the hoe. If we have any farmers, they actually start plowing this right away, but we're just gonna do that ourselves quickly, manually. And we have an iron hoe. We have a stone hoe as well. This, just in case the stone hoe breaks, let's bring the iron hoe as well. And stone hoe is at 34%, yeah, so it might actually break. But yeah, just let me plow this quickly. And then we're going to build the food storage here and another food storage here beside it. So we're just handing in the quest Night Hunt, which I picked over at Danica. And Night Hunt, if you haven't played the quest yourself, basically you get the quest, you're told to wait until nightfall, and as soon as it hits night, I don't know if it's 10 o'clock, I didn't really check, I was busy building my food storage, but at about 12 p.m. I checked, and it said to kill 6 boars, wolves, or bears. Bears or bears. Not just bears. So, and once you've done that, so I did that on the way back here during the night, so I didn't really sleep with my character, and that's it. That's how it works. Yes, I got rid of your problem. Thank you very much. 15 Dynasty rep. Meat with gravy. Ooh, what is meat with gravy? Let me see. Meat with gravy gives you food and nothing else. There's some foods which actually give you like heat or, health back as well, I think. Anyway, we have to look at cooking food in more detail. Oh, do we have any possible prospect here? Let me see. What are you? 4-3, you're 4 hunter, 3 farmer. What I need is extractors and excavators. I need people with high excavation skills. So probably next season we're gonna get more luck with some higher skilled workers. So we're back in our village and look at that pretty! We have our food storage done. Now it only gives us 100 kilos. Yeah, so it's still giving us a problem where we can't craft certain foods and put them in because it will be full immediately, especially if you're mining. It puts salt in immediately, and the salt is very heavy, so you will have a really hard time automating your cooking properly where the food goes into food storage unless you have a huge amount of food storage. And right now it's just really so much simpler for me to grow cabbage, put it in there, and the cabbage lasts for 2 years, and 100 kilos of cabbage, as I have in there right now, gives us 3,000 nutritions. So I have 427 cabbages in here. That's 106 kilos, and it's 3,000, well, close to 3,000 nutritions, yeah? They eat 8.1 an hour. I think I'm okay. So if I'm looking at my farm here, I don't even think we need that much cabbage, but they're going to do it summer and spring or whatever. That's fine. We're going to have plenty of cabbage that we're going to have in here. And that having this always over 100 kilos full means we don't have to worry about salt going in. And we just leave the salt at the mines because I don't really need the salt right now anyway. So one of the bigger problems, though, was our main storage. Our main storage was full at some point, which meant all the lumberjack resources, like the firewood and the logs, went into the woodshed, which makes sense. But what happened is they used up all the firewood, then they started eating up all my sticks, and then they started attacking my logs. So we are very low on logs because I didn't realize that they were starting to burn all my logs. Yeah, so that was my bad. It's a pity on the management screen we can't actually see our resources in storage. So if we go into our resource storage here, we can't see anything. I really would like to see, not individually, but overall, another tab here that is showing us literally this screen here, showing us how much storage we have, showing us all the storage. It says main storage, which is the combined storage. You have this, then another tab where you might, or another tab here where you can switch between food storage, main storage, woodshed, you know, all the different types of storages, and then see straight away on a screen what is in which storage. I think that would be nice. It's not needed. I don't know. I just think it would be a nice little feature in the management screen. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. But anyway, so to solve the problem of storage, we need more storage. And we have a bigger builder limit coming up as well. And we already have a big building limit. So I think what I want to do next is I want to look at strategically placing storage. So a lot of the quests we do, I'm assuming at some point we don't have to do quests anymore, but right now a lot of the quests we do require like things like berries, leather, flax, carrot seeds, flax seeds. Hunting quests you can't really prepare for, but having access to storage quickly to complete quests is obviously very important. So what I would like to do is I would like to build a storage kind of here. So, sorry, actually here, so that these two towns can access this storage very easily. Borovo can access this storage. That actually works out pretty well. It's a short run. Then I would like to build a storage here for Rolnica and Delnica. So kind of here in the center, I would say. And or I don't want to use these 3 towns for storage because that is actually a big run to get across here. So maybe we're going to have a storage here, and then another storage down here, potentially here for Lesnica and Jezerica to access. And then another storage over here. Well, this storage here is actually quite close, but yeah, we could use this storage for Hornica, so we could leave that storage actually there and then just replace it with a big one. So that's actually not a bad location after all. If we put it here, these 3 towns can access it, and then we have another one here that these can access and another one here. So 1, 2, 3, and then we leave this one there. I think that would work well, and then eventually we're going to replace them with level 3 storage, but it means that once I have done this, I can destroy this storage and actually put it somewhere more pleasantly to look at in line with our paths in our clean looking village. I really wish they would give us also more decorative items so we can put them here. That would be really lovely. I know in the moment the only decorative items we have is like a tub and an archery target, which costs 3 logs. It's crazy. And 2 logs for this. So that's the only things we kind of can put here in the moment. But that looks pretty boring after a while if that's the only things you have in the village. Nobody says we can't make it a little bit look nice. So here we go. Let's finish this fence. This is the wooden fence, which is really lovely looking, and we leave a little gap there so we can say, hey, this is like a washing area or something, like, you know, for the farmers. They can come in here, go in here, have a little wash, you know, in the tub, and that's it. And I think it looks lovely that we leave this open here as well. So this is very nice. It gives it a little bit more of a lived feel and gets rid of some of the gaps that we have here. Now, these gaps here we can't get rid of because you can't put a field right beside a field. But we potentially could put a fence here with a little gap and then make it look intentionally barred off or something. I don't know. We'll see. It's something we can play around with over time. But nonetheless, nobody says it can't look pretty. And I think that is a very good start. One thing, though, I think, which would be really lovely for them to add is, like somebody said it in the comments as well, something like a well. We continuously have to have either a water skin on us, which actually doesn't fill you all the way up when you drink it once. And so you have to continuously fill up the water skin. But when you're in your village, it would be nice to have like a well, something you can actually drink out of while you're in the village. I don't want to continuously run up to the water and drink or fill things up. So that would be really nice. Like have like a town center with a little bit of a well and a couple of benches maybe to sit beside. You know, that would be lovely. I'm sure they're going to add something more decorative in future. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, you know, it would be really nice to see these things coming in the future. This is starting to look really lovely. Another thing I want to do is I want to build a small little farm for myself here for carrots, and the farmers will never go here because I'm not going to assign them to do anything. And as long as it's plowed and I keep it plowed, they're not going to come down here to waste their time on it. So here we go. We're just going to quickly give that a run over. I already have my seeds and the fertilizer and everything, so it's going to be a 4x4. I think that will be enough for carrots. And because I love carrots going along the way until we can cook some big food when we have the Tavern 3 unlocked or 2 unlocked with the big oven or something, then we're going to have a look. I think we might have it already unlocked, but I need to make sure that I know where I want to put it. So right now, let me see, we're going to put the bag with the fertilizer. There we go. And carrots, yeah. We have 12 carrots, 12 fertilizers, and that should be enough. And there we go. As I said earlier, a 4x4 field, 16 carrots should be enough to last me for the time it takes for them to go off. And I'm put them locally in my house. So that's why I have them right beside my house here. And later on, when we're going to move into a bigger house, we can destroy that and align our new house with this path here. So that will be another thing. We're going to build a path right here across. And that's where we can build the new houses. So we're slowly starting to align things as well with the new housing. But right now, I don't want to really destroy this type of housing. So we'll see. Anyway, this is going to start to look good. I never said 12. You said 12. And yeah, it's slowly coming together. I love it. So we're going to leave this episode here for now. And in the next episode, we're going to deal with the storage problem. And start planting our storages in the strategic spaces. Now, there's going to be a little bit of trickery, which wastes a little bit of resources, but shouldn't too much. I'm not going to carry around all the logs we need. That's going to be stupid and absolutely expensive in time, yeah? So my trade-off is going to be that I build a small storage here, and then beside it, the biggest one I can build, and then destroy the small one. So that way we can use the small one temporarily as to feed resources off. And I know the small one is going to waste logs. It's going to waste some logs. But the time it takes to run to and fro is just going to be insanely stupid. So I'd rather waste a little bit of resources. So, but we're going to have to prepare now for the summer. We're going to have our farmers ready to go. So it's actually one of the things I do now before I forget it. In our house, over by our farm. Which house is where? Let me see, where's our farmhouse? These two houses are the farmhouses. So who lives there? Unirad and Snamir and Harold and Hermagilda. So these are our farmers. So Unirad is going to go from the hunting lodge into the barn. They're going to be field workers. Harold is going to be a field worker. He's in the woodshed in the moment, which is bad because we need wood. We're going to have to massage this around at some point. So let's get this ready. Field worker, because we're going to have cabbage and sown. And I think we can harvest the wheat. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, it's something we're going to have to prepare for. So you are out of the hen house, which is fine. We didn't really need you for anything else. Field worker, and then we have Snamir, which was the fisherman. So the only one we actually really missing is our second lumberjack. And I don't think we need any more iron right now, so we can put our fast miner, who's level 5, into the woodshed instead. There we go, because we're gonna need a lot of wood for building the storage crates. And we're gonna, for the small storage crate, actually gonna use local resources. I'm not gonna use my resources. I'm gonna chop the trees around it, end of story. And then the big one, we build a mix between local resources and our resources. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, viel Spaß and happy gaming.